Strings can be entered into Java programs just like numbers can, using a scanner object and the appropriate method. So let's demonstrate how that works. First thing we have to do, again, is import the scanner class. So we write import java.util.scanner at the top of our program. Let's enter a name into our program. So we're going to create a string variable called name. Then we have to create a scanner object. We'll do that. And again, we associate that object with system.in. Now let's prompt the user to enter their name. Enter your name. Then we retrieve the name from the keyboard using the input object and the method next. Next will receive the next input up through the enter key and store it in the receiving variable that's on the left-hand side of the assignment statement, like so. And then we're going to write out the name that the user entered. Your name is plus name, like so. So let's save the program, then go back to the DOS prompt. Let's clear the screen, compile, and then run. Enter your name, so I'll just enter my name, Mike, and your name is Mike. Now that works great for my first name. Let's try it if I enter my whole name. Whoops. What happened was, just like I said earlier, the next method receives input up until you hit the enter key, or it finds a space. So the actual delimiter is a space, delimiter just being what separates two or more pieces of input. In this case, next is looking for a space or the enter key, and when it sees that, then it decides that's all the input I'm going to get, and it shoves it over into the variable that's receiving it, or whatever else you're deciding to do with that input. If we want to retrieve more than one piece of string data that's separated by a space, we need to use a different method. That method is called nextLine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add that into our program right here. Save the program. Let's compile it again, and then let's run it. So now if I enter my full name, it works. I can enter part of a name, and it works. Or I can enter my real full name, and you'll see that nextLine will retrieve everything up until the enter key. So spaces or any other punctuation, any other delimiters, although space is the only real delimiter for the scanner class, any other spaces are ignored up until the enter key. So you can use the next method when you know that you're only getting a single word as string input. But if you're not sure, or there's a chance that there's going to be a space in it, then you need to use nextLine. So to review, to retrieve strings from the user, we have to import the scanner class. We need a variable to receive the string. We need to set up a scanner object to associate with the keyboard. Then we retrieve the input using either the next method or nextLine if there's a chance that there could possibly be a space in the input. And that's really all there is to entering strings into your programs. The next lesson will be an exercise where we work with the input methods that we've learned so far.